In a world that constantly challenges our emotional resilience, many of us dream of becoming unshakable, immune to criticism, rejection, and betrayal. Beneath polished exteriors, however, lies silent suffering. The pressure to maintain strength, to appear unaffected, often conceals a deeper exhaustion. But what if the key to true strength isn't resistance, but radical acceptance? This is the transformative idea rooted in the teachings of Carl Jung, one of the founding figures of depth psychology. He asserted that we are not defined by what happens to us, but by what we choose to become. The real battle lies not in suppressing pain, but in facing it and integrating it into our awareness. Many believe that emotional wounds are inflicted solely by others, through their actions, words, or neglect. But Jungian psychology suggests otherwise. The sting of pain comes not from external events themselves, but from the internal wounds they activate. These unhealed parts, old traumas, unmet needs, and stories we tell ourselves determine the intensity of our suffering. We often try to earn immunity by being enough, smart enough, good enough, strong enough. This quest is rooted in a misguided belief that we can control how others treat us, but control is an illusion. The more we seek it, the more tense and vulnerable we become. True freedom comes not from manipulating the outer world, but from understanding the inner one. Jung warned us, until we make the unconscious conscious, it will direct our lives and we will call it fate. You know, our emotions, anger, sadness, anxiety, aren't random at all. They are actually messages from forgotten or repressed parts of ourselves. The unconscious isn't just a repository of vague feelings. It is a potent force shaping our thoughts, behaviors, and reactions. Our real vulnerability lies in this lack of awareness. The more we ignore our inner wounds, the more they surface in destructive patterns. Broken relationships, self-sabotage, anxiety without cause. The unconscious doesn't go away when ignored. It simply finds more painful ways to express itself. Emotional strength isn't about not feeling. It's about understanding why we feel what we feel. Most people build emotional armor, walls, masks, indifference to avoid hurt. But pretending not to care doesn't stop the bleeding inside. According to Jung, the process of individuation, becoming whole, requires acknowledging and integrating all parts of ourselves, especially those we try to hide. Individuation is not perfection. It's a deep and often painful process of shedding illusions about who we are, what defines us, and what we believe we need to be loved. It's not about fixing yourself, but about becoming your true self. We are conditioned to fear pain and see suffering as a sign of failure. But Jung offered a radically different view. Suffering is the soul's way of getting our attention. It's the alarm bell of the unconscious. Depression, anxiety, and anger are not random flaws. They are signals pointing to unresolved wounds. Avoiding suffering doesn't eliminate it. It distorts it. It becomes chronic anxiety, unexplained rage, or spiritual numbness. The more we deny pain, the more it infiltrates our lives in unrecognizable forms. But if we dare to face it, suffering transforms. In our vulnerability, we discover truth. In the ruins of our old identity, we uncover who we really are. Individuation is not a comfortable path. It strips away our ego, burns down our masks, and challenges the very foundations of our self-image. Jung called the persona, a carefully crafted social mask, a collective convenience. To grow, we must peel it away and confront what lies beneath. Becoming untouchable doesn't mean becoming insensitive. It means facing your inner darkness so thoroughly that nothing outside can shake your core. When you understand your emotional triggers, wounds, and patterns, the world loses its power to destabilize you. True emotional resilience is not a hardened shell. It is a grounded center, a conscious integration of all parts of yourself. From this place of awareness, you respond rather than react. You feel deeply, yet remain rooted. This journey often brings solitude, not because you isolate yourself out of pride, but because you no longer fit the molds that once contained you. As you evolve, relationships built on illusion may fall away. But this isn't rejection, it's maturity. And at the end of this journey, what shields you is not brute strength, but, clarity. Consciousness becomes your armor. When you understand yourself, the actions of others can no longer define you. You still experience life's waves, but you no longer drown. you have found the silence and strength that lie beneath the surface. Awakening isn't a one-time epiphany. It is a daily decision to look within, to feel fully, to take responsibility for your emotional life. As Jung said, what you resist persists, what you accept transforms. The battle is no longer with the world, but with your refusal to know yourself. So choose awareness. Choose the painful path of self-discovery over the numbness of pretense. This is not about surviving. It's about living with truth, depth, and unshakable presence.